You're now tuning into the sounds of the Potnas podcast.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you're at on the globe. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Potnas podcast, where we're delivering our perspective on topics, news, and shit. This is the third episode of season 7, y'all.
Third episode of season 7.
Oh, yeah. That beat keep going, baby.
But what episode number, though? Like, number
Oh, we're on 46.
46.
Yeah. Oh, we're approaching that 50.
That's crazy.
It's a milestone.
What are we going to do for the 50?
Oh, yeah.
5-0.
Shit. Smoke a little bit, drink a little bit.
We don't celebrate 5-0, though. Yeah, that's terrible. And then you do a gunshot.
Blow that whole motherfucker up like we in Philly or Boston or some shit, huh? All right, ladies and gentlemen, today's a very special episode because we got a couple of things that are going on. First and foremost, you might, if you're watching the episode, you might notice that we got a new partner in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Oh shit. Wrong button. But let's get straight into it, all right? Want to go ahead and introduce the partners that are here right now. First is the partner with the greatest vocabulary. Give it up for Dino, aka the Dictionary.
What's going on? Wow. That was a good series of sounds right there.
I am the most explosive partner
literally.
of them all.
With the double espresso.
And you ain't never had a friend like me. It's Tizzle the Live Thrizzle, baby.
Explosive.
And then we have a special guest and our fellow partner that will be joining us frequently in the future throughout this season and seasons to come. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our cool partner, Joseph Gordon. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
What's good, my man?
I made it through. I came through.
I had to travel far and wide to get here.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You
What's
got
up,
every,
brother?
Every sound on the board. You just got every sound.
Oh,
Yeah, we do it up.
I'm seeing the mix.
We doing it real big for our special guest. All right, so just a little brief introduction. Joseph, you want to give a little bit about your background and
people
stuff?
who you are, bro.
How you connected to us?
Oh man, so got back here in Houston, moved back in town and stuff, man.
Yeah, from where?
Colorado, got back, military,
Smoking that
joined-
herb.
Sitting out there, after I got out, Colorado's nice and
cold.
it was cold, but we was legal, and you get to do your thing, and it was a nice, pretty place.
It's
mountains
beautiful.
were, man,
Beautiful out
going
there.
up in the mountains, climbing Pikes Peak, got a lot of pretty memories out there, man. And that was all nice and cool and toasty, but it was time to come home and
man.
see the fam and
Joseph is
back to
my
life, man.
is my next door neighbor. And when we
I had
first
a real good
met,
joke about that.
we were getting our house in the process of closing on our house, and then we were walking in the lot, and Joseph, old happy black ass, came over, and I was just like, oh my gosh, is he gonna be that type of neighbor? But no, he was just happy to see some another, like him having a black neighbor. That's what it really was. He was just like, man, not only is he black, but he's my age. And so he was real respectful and greeted and cool as fuck, man. He was in the military as well, served in the Army. Did how many years? Like about 4, 6?
Man, eight.
8. Oh,
man.
damn.
Stretch, 8.5.
Man.
8 in a couple of days.
Yeah, you was in that bitch,
man,
huh?
8 in a couple of weeks and some months. Man, my back hurt, y'all. My back hurt.
Respect. Okay. All right.
No, because they always bash on the Air Force and shit and stuff with it. So I gotta make sure he feel it.
He trying to get his ones in. JT was the kid who was bullied. He getting his revenge right now. All you niggas.
Anyways, like Michael B. Jordan calling out that girl for calling him corny.
I don't know how to work the buttons yet, so
Oh, you don't touch the board. That's my job.
That's funny.
Anyways, but yeah, Joseph, for as long as we know him, would have been real dope, real solid with just the pack and with the whole squad and whatnot, and he's for sure like family. And that's that. Oh, and we went to the same high school too. Small world. whatever. Shout out to J. Dub Carver, George Washington Carver,
Carver?
Magna School. Yes,
They want me
yes,
to go to
yes.
Carver, but I want to
Crazy,
play
man.
ball.
Shout outs, all the shout outs to him. All the shout outs.
I went to Nimitz.
Yeah. Well, I went to like 3 different high schools.
Yeah, I know. You bounced around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Bradley's not here, but because if you remember last episode, he said that he was going to be making his way to the
taking over
LA,
Atlanta. Yeah,
Los Angeles. All right. And he's out there celebrating his birthday. All right. So I want to give a special shout out to B-Rad P, and he will be back next week. So yeah, I want to give it up for him. Give it up for our other partner that shares the same birthday, Courtney.
Yeah,
Coleman.
man. What you call him? Corn
Partner-
dog? What-
corn dog, corn pop. Hey, corn dog.
Corn pop. That's it.
Yeah,
corn
corn
some
dog.
corn. My bad, bro.
Candy
I
corn,
miss you, bro.
corn flakes, corn nuts. Ugh.
Damn, that was-
corn nuts are
I actually like them, but
You
they
like-
just started homoerotic.
There used to be something I would pick up. But
Corn
I
chips.
used to fuck with corn. I've been having a while. I used to fuck with corn nuts and bugles.
A lot of snacks used to taste better when you ain't care what your breath
That's a fact
tastes
because
like
I haven't ate a
afterwards.
bugle.
As a kid, you ain't care.
No,
you
because
know.
corn
Now,
nuts. That's like worse than like corn chip.
yeah.
It's like
You-
concentrated.
yeah, that corn chip breath. Yo,
It's not
that's
good.
the worst.
You go talk to a
like
coworker, they're like,
feet.
ooh,
You're like, yeah, you been eating on some Fritos this morning.
Yeah, that's not a good look.
yeah.
Funyuns.
Yeah. What's the best snack?
Oh damn, that's hard. Because like, okay,
I like the fact that they just turn these Skittles into gummies now. Skittle gummies are
just
amazing.
turned me
That's
on
what they're
to something.
snacking on right now.
I do like the
Yeah,
Skittle
that'd be
gummies,
just
but
putting
I,
it on something. That'd be just
nah,
putting
bro, I'm a chocolate guy. I can't lie, and so I got to go with
Oh, so you're like a savory.
savory would be like
Well, yeah, savory is like meaty.
yeah,
meats
potato
and stuff,
chips
right?
and shit,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I love that too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go hood and go rap snack if I'm going savory. It's about 3
Ooh,
of
what
them.
flavor?
See, that's a whole another hour long conversation.
Okay.
So I'm gonna save the time and I'm gonna say my favorite candy bar, and I put my hat in for the best candy bar all time.
What?
Okay, maybe second
Snickers.
best. Nah, Snickers is good, but the Nut Rages, the Reese's Nut Rages bar.
The
It's like a Snickers.
X that out.
You never had it?
No.
Nut
Oh, then
Ragers.
you can't say it's not. You can't say it's
Nut
not.
Ragers.
The
Bam.
name, though.
No, Nut Rages, like outrageous, Nut Rages. What? But like, forget the name, my guy. Just try the like. We can laugh all day at the name, but try that bitch. I'm telling you, there's no way you ain't agree.
Boy, if you don't get
like, there's no way. That shit is amazing.
hell no, nigga. All right. I thought you was gonna go to Reese's. I was like,
No, Reese's.
Everybody always
but
talks
no,
about
but
Reese's.
I'm just trying to tell you.
Candy.
When you said, what did you say? You said Snickers, right?
yeah.
So imagine Snickers fucked a Reese cup and had a baby. It is delicious.
Yeah, Nut
It is the
Ragers.
best candy bar I've ever had.
Okay.
It's Reese's and Snickers. It's called Nut Ragers bar.
Yeah.
Give it a try.
All right, cool.
It gotta be a classic. You gotta,
It's my all time. It's one of the best.
Listeners, what's y'all's favorite snack? What's the best one? Are you more of a chocolate
Just when
person?
you talk-
Are
it's
you
the yellow pack of
fruit,
M&Ms.
fruity, yellow
that's
pack
a
of
classic.
M&Ms? Oh, the peanuts.
Yeah.
See, this sounds like pause, but anything with nuts and chocolate, I'm probably like peanuts. Like I love Mr. Good Bar, Reese's, those
Yeah.
Butterfinger. Like I like nuts and chocolate.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, let us know. Drop some love in the comments, and then or you can DM us, whatever. Hit us up. And then also appreciate all the feedback that we've been getting as far as like the topics that y'all want us to cover for later on in the season. So keep submitting those in, and we'll make sure that we give y'all a shout out if we pick the topics. But yeah, all right. So we gave birthday shout outs. What else? What else we got going on? Oh, we'll do like a semi fit check, whatever. Dino's in the illustrious
man.
3-tone greens and whatnot or whatever. Got
See,
some
this would be
dope.
considered if Brad was here.
Not a monogram, right? It's a monogram.
Monochromatic.
Monochromatic.
It's
I
just-
said monogram.
Yeah.
What's a monogram?
like
They'll fill you
like
up.
a logo, like made of.
No, that's-
So people
All right,
have
whatever.
monograms at their wedding, or like.
Is it like a silhouette?
No, it's a logo usually made of initials of a name. So like if you had like J and a T.
Oh yeah.
That'd
Okay,
be-
I got you.
know
I
what I'm
got
saying?
you. I got you.
But
All
no,
right.
this is a monochromatic film.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's the vocabulary.
Dig.
Fly
Only reason why
Blazers
I brought up like a semi fit check is because I got to
He
give a
would show
shout
up
out
his
to
jacket. That's the only reason.
my little new shit. You know what I'm
we
saying?
go through the motions?
Well,
Let's just
because
talk
you know,
about this shiny new jacket you
well,
got.
because you know, Joe Biden gave a shout out to the Divine Nine this week. You know what I
did he?
mean? Oh yeah,
okay.
yeah. So you got it.
Wait, why you shoot him?
Huh? Because I'm killing these hoes, man. Fresh ass.
okay.
I had to get some new paraphernalia. because all my other shit was like either faded or tearing, and and then like people kind of make it. Hey, so black people have been like, there's like a roller coaster and sporadic trend of like these sporadic trends of like what's in and what's out. We pledge, you know what I'm saying? Like I pledge the fraternity, and it's lame to wear letters and stuff, whatever. I'm like, man, fuck all that or whatever. Like that's what has made me cool and different to begin with. And I don't care if y'all talk shit or whatever, but I'm paired up and I got a fly ass like new. I spent good money on this stuff. It came in.
You don't care about the rules.
Appreciate that. Cool, appreciate that, Coogee, man.
Yeah,
whatever. So,
man, rock your letters as long as you want to, bro.
Rock the letters and as long as it's fly. But the shoulder pads, I mean, like the shoulder, it look like it got some shoulder pads, right?
Yeah, like anime strong. They got you this motherfucker like you can beat up everybody.
It look like the Ludacris video. Like I got the muscle or that SpongeBob episode where he got the pads, the blown up, the inflated arms.
Represent with it.
Represent. Yeah. All right, cool. Let's get straight into news.
Oh hell!
Mm-hmm. Get into it real early.
News is never good, bro. Like I was just telling my lady.
So,
if it was good, we wouldn't talk.
By the time this episode comes out, we have not seen the movie yet, but the movie will be out. But Creed 3, Michael B. Jordan, we kind of made a nod to it earlier about the corniness, whatever. But he was interviewed on the red carpet by a fellow classmate from high school.
Oh, that's what we.
Who she has eventually came up and has like I guess a radio show or a podcast of some sort. Yeah. And she got caught. He called her out for calling him corny. Apparently, it wasn't her that called him corny. It was her co-host. However, she was interviewing him. She called him over while he was on the red carpet, and then before the interview even conducted, she gave a shout out saying that they were from the same high school, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you called me corny, right?"
He's like, "The corny one, right?
The corny one, right? Yeah." And she's like, "No, that wasn't me that said it."
Never broke eye contact, like
but she also didn't deny it. Yeah. But and then there's like been a lot of debate on if that was actually corny of him to do that, to call her out, but. I see both sides. I guess I can see how it's corny to call somebody out. Like, yeah, I remember when I was in the back of the classroom and you said that I was a lame. Now look at me, I'm on top now.
I mean,
that it can be perceived lame like that, but
if that's how you look at it, I don't really think it was that though. In fact, I think
I bigged it up.
So you liked it then? You liked him calling her out,
fam? Yes, because for one, they need to be called out. He don't. I understand that he don't have to do that because like he's got movies or whatever. She's the one behind the rail, like calling him over, right? And trying to get an interview with him. And if anything, like he didn't have to go over there, and he didn't have to, participate in the interview.
Imagine that story: Michael B. a voice interview with the girl who bullied him as a kid. Or
Fam,
whatever.
It wouldn't even be a story because she is. I didn't even know who she was.
Yeah.
Apparently, like she.
So you think he only went over there because he saw her? Like, what if she worked for a reputable news source?
I think he was being nice, and he saw like a black woman calling him over for an interview, and then he recognized her, and he was like, "Oh, okay, this is the shorty. Oh, this is my moment. This is the perfect golden opportunity for me to."
It's kind of player a little bit, but I don't think it's. I don't know.
It's player to me.
I won't. This is what I'll ask. In fact, this is a question. When I heard this the first thing I thought was like, man. I wonder if anybody keep it funky. Is there anybody that from at any point from grade school to middle school?
You posing a question to the listeners?
Sure.
Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go.
Let's see what's up. Is there anyone out there? And I know. I mean, certainly most of us have somebody. Think from grade school. So you got K through 4 to we had intermediate in the middle. But think all the way through adolescence, all the way to high school, maybe even college. Right? You know what I'm saying? I'm grown. Is there anyone in at any point in your development in your life that you would look back and if you saw them now and they was like, if you could have any moment of like redemption with them, somebody you could just like not shit on, but like kind of shit on a little bit. What I mean, would you do that? I feel like if I had the opportunity, there's some people I can looking at.
Like I remember when you doubted me.
Not even say nothing. Just like if I would love to see where they at, and a lot of people I see where they at, and it's like, damn, that sucks. Because I remember when you was like clowning me for boo 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 boo, and bro, like look where that got me type shit. I'm sure there's some people, and I'll be honest, for some people, it's probably family.
Fam.
Is there someone that you can point to right now and think, man, yeah, of course. In the same way he saw this woman, he was like, she needs to know that I'm the nigga she called corny. Because am I corny now type shit.
Right.
And it wasn't, I mean, he wasn't like making a big deal of it. You know, I feel like.
And that's why it wasn't corny to me.
It was kind of like
he did
subtle.
it with. He did
really,
it with style and poise. And yeah, to answer your question directly, like, if I'm in that position, I'm shooting my fucking shot.
Is there somebody
Absolutely.
like that you can think of, like, yeah, I mean, not a specific person, but like, is there something you can think to, like, yeah, there was a time.
I used to keep tabs faithfully,
yeah,
you know, of all the people who've wronged me in the past, and then, but
that's funny.
It's gotten to, like, I've gotten to a point of maturity, and just my mindset is in a position now to where, like, it's not even worth, like, addressing them anymore.
But you run into them at the grocery store.
If I run into them into the grocery store, then I don't have an audience, so I can't really, you know, bust your ass like how I really want to.
Shit.
But the way that Michael B. Jordan did it, that's the golden opportunity to do it, because like there's cameras involved, and you called me over here, and so you asked for it. You asked for it, woman. Like,
yeah,
and I'm gonna give you what you want.
Yeah. If I ran into some people that I'm thinking about specifically in my mind,
It's on site.
He definitely should have done it.
I don't think I think what people like call doing too much. I don't think people try, but see, you also realize this. Black people have a propensity to be negative.
Yeah.
And we look for, like, the way you described that was so not how I saw that when I saw it.
You know what? I remember you called me corny, so you remember me?
Like, I didn't see it at all as that type of thing. That's why I feel like, you know.
All right, we'll move on. But yeah, listeners, let us know. Like, if you had the opportunity to call somebody out that has wronged you in the past, and now you up,
Or make them look
what would you
dumb,
do?
or-
Would you take that opportunity to,
Swing
you know,
them.
make them look bad, or would you just let it pass and just not even address them or the situation, whatever that may be?
And do you think it's corny if you do it?
Yeah, is it
And
corny
why?
or is it not? Or is it fly? I think it's kind of fly. If you up and
I mean, well,
they're not necessarily down, but
That's what I'm saying.
they're not
Like,
in a
it's not cool to
position.
laugh at
Yeah,
people.
the tables have truly turned. You know,
Or just
we'll leave it alone.
Look
We'll
at me
leave it
now,
at that.
nigga.
Yeah, look at me now. Exactly. I mean, because they are looking at you right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, hey, it's up. God damn it. All right, moving on. Tragic train crash in Greece. A head-on collision.
That's a hard left
I
turn.
know,
Sizzle,
right?
wait a
I'm
minute. You
sorry.
can't just
A
wait minute.
head-on collision between a passenger train and a freight train in Greece. That's the nation's prime minister preliminarily attributed to a tragic human error. Left at least 43 people dead.
God bless
The
them.
passenger train was traveling from Athens to Thessaloniki with 350
I
passengers.
know her.
Was it planned?
It's a place.
Was it
That's
sound like a
I know
staged
a chick named
operation?
Tesla Nikki.
That's exactly the point that I'm trying to get to, right? So let me continue. The fallout from the deadly crash has already begun. Greece's transportation minister resigned, and the station master at the train's last stop was arrested. Damn. The government called for 3 days of national mourning starting yesterday. All right, so with that said, right, like, you got to think, like, all these train derailments that have been happening
that's
as
where
of
you're going
lately.
with this.
It's a right. I mean, you can't help but think, like, maybe, just maybe,
Nah, fam.
it's a conspiracy.
Tizzle.
Fam, the COVID pandemic, all these train derailments, all that wastewater from Ohio coming down here to Texas, and now we got to dispose of the wastewater. And then we had a yellow cloud over our city these past couple of days. Everybody's fucking sick and at home. Like, Keiko was freaking. I had to keep her the other day.
Full on conspiracy.
Fam,
Full blown conspiracy.
Full
I mean,
on.
think about it. Like,
We went from a wreck. In
you're seeing
Greece to
planes
a
having
cloud
to.
in Houston.
Yeah.
You're seeing planes having to do emergency landings and
Tizzle,
whatnot.
these
Landing in.
things have nothing to do with each
Right.
other. The problem is you watching the news. And
Yeah.
all this shit is, you're seeing all this at the same time coming across your screen.
Is that what it is?
Yes, the media paints a picture of, like, this whole, like, life is shit. Everything's, it's like, if you're afraid, then you look for, like, comfort. And so people do comforting things, like pat you on your back and say it's going to be okay. Feels good. So politicians feed you bullshit. We get happy when they fight over $10,000 of student loan relief, and then really that's crumbs, bro. That's fucking crumbs.
But what about the Ukraine
overall debt? Yeah.
So, but when it comes to the concept of war, like we let wars go, we can literally end the war right now if we wanted to.
That's true.
But we won't end it.
We could make a bigger
we
war.
We can't just end the war.
Yes, we can. We could literally. We have all the ammunition, all the power to literally end the Allies. Huh?
You mean go to war with Russia?
We can end the Ukraine and Russian war right now.
By going to war with Russia on the side of the Ukraine.
I'm saying that we wouldn't even go to war because, like the only way that war would blow up is if China got involved. That's where we would run into some issues. If China decided to align with Russia. But fam, we have so much ammunition and artillery and money and backing and allies, whatever. And we put the pressure on Russia. We can end that shit in 3 days, fam.
What they don't see over what's happening in Russia right now is the fact that you have cameras and social media now. The world doesn't want to see a war. Nobody. We haven't been able to see a war firsthand.
We're funding the war. But we're funding the war right now.
I'm talking about if it's real people really dying,
exploding.
It's cameras on every street now, everywhere. Like you can't do what happened. The massive violence of war now.
The war has evolved into what it is right now. War, like they're considering the conflict between
drone strikes and
the conflict between Ukraine and Russia. When Russia infiltrated Ukraine and trying to take that territory, by force, that is an indication of declaring war, right? And so they're calling that conflict they're considering that as a war. Now, that's not the same of war that we and our predecessors have experienced. Is predecessors a word?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But like the people that came before us, those types of wars, like World War I and II,
those are just bigger wars.
That's large scale. Like that's.
But war is war.
Right. Exactly. But what I'm saying is, like, we could end this conflict right now if all the allies.
War. That's what you're saying. We could end this little war with a bigger war.
Of course, it could evolve into a bigger war. But what I'm saying,
oppose Russia.
Look, listen. The point that I'm trying to draw is that we
have a nuclear arsenal.
We as a capitalist, community, or not community, but
point, it takes diplomacy to all of us to sit down.
We are funding the war. War is business. War is good business. Essentially, is what I'm trying to say.
Us killing each other ain't gonna work.
That ain't gonna solve the problem.
What blows my mind is that there are people fighting for ideologies and for beliefs, and all the people that have died so far in Russia's name, and Putin is still walking around on Earth or whatever. And the people that have died on Russia's behalf, that's insane to me.
Constricting,
they're dying for their country.
Conscripting soldiers, meaning they're forcing people to go to fight, usually from rural communities.
Oh yeah, and look, as much filth and strife that we deal with in America, I've got to be grateful to be in America and to be American.
Be an American.
Right.
At least I know I'm free. But hold on. How do we get here?
I am too.
How do we get here talking? Well, yeah, y'all both like soldiers. How do we get here talking about Putin? Bitch ass.
Well, we'll get into another conspiracy.
No. Right, that's what you. Hold on. That's what I was gonna say real quick.
Conspiracy hopping.
Because Tilza, you linked UFOs, train crashes, like war. You linked so many things together.
If you thought that was crazy, wait till you hear this.
It is.
The hold on hold on.
Is this newsworthy?
Yes, it is.
Because that Greece train crash was dark.
So
prepare for that. We need that.
Let me see.
Is this dark? No more evil shit. No more dying. No more.
This is This is now on like the social media realm, right? So the in quotation marks. Hold on, you've been scrolling for way too long now.
Oh, that's TikTok.
Quotation marks. Yeah, guy just got some serious backup. Facing scrutiny over children's safety on its platform, TikTok said yesterday it would implement a 60-minute daily screen time limit for users younger than 18. Underage users can enter a passcode now to keep scrolling after the prompt pops up. But TikTok says that it will force users to make an active decision to keep watching. So essentially, you got to enter your password in order to keep utilizing the TikTok app, which is still a good, it's a decent barrier for sure. because you have to actively continue, to use that.
Us as parents, we got to just pull our kids off that stuff, man.
Limit screen time if you can.
I ain't saying y'all. I'm saying us as parents. We just got to get in there.
All three of us are parents.
We limit screen time.
So what is y'all's take on that? Do we have concerns with the youth and even our generation?
They should limit everybody's time.
Yeah, man. I don't want to say issue, but it's new.
You know, TikTok is banned at a couple of universities. Our alma mater, UT. Yeah, UT Austin. They banned TikTok from their Wi-Fi. Huh?
Was it because it's a China thing, or was it because they thought it was a distraction? Because that's two separate things.
It's more so, the distraction
that's
piece.
A good question.
Right. Okay. That's a great question. Right.
Because they banned it in if you have a government job and you work at you have a certain position, you cannot have it.
Yeah. Because
But that's for more of a security thing.
But let's just say hypothetically that it was for China spying.
Exactly.
I mean, they've been sending over these balloons and spy cameras.
I follow that. I follow that conspiracy theory. The last one was a big reach and it was dark, but this one I follow it. So I actually think. So I work again, and I've worked in marketing, branding.
Yeah.
I've had to, not had to as if it were punishment, but I've done advertising campaigns, and so part of that is, you have placement. You have to think about. Target audience, all that kind of stuff. There are advertising platforms right now. Tizzle, you've been on the back end of Facebook, right? Their business, whatever.
They're been all up and through their business suite.
You've seen the targeting you can do, the amount of information that they have accumulated about you in your browsing history, and your behavioral pattern, your digital footprint. There's so much they know about you. Because you're followed around constantly. Where your phone goes is just tracking. You take a picture, it can tell you exactly where you've been.
Right.
They know what you buy.
They put advertisement in front of your face.
Because you have wallet on your phone and you pay with your fucking phone.
You've been looking at
everything.
Bath and Body Works, and now you got hand soaps popping up.
Or you're getting served pre-roll ads on YouTube or Hulu.
Would you rather it not happen?
No, I traffic in the shit. That's how I make money. That's how I make a living. So.
I mean, I'm not just you personally, but the people out there who are worried about the government or the big men spying on them.
You can't avoid it.
Do you not want GPS, yo?
Yeah. Do you not want a smartphone?
Houston, yo. I live in Houston.
Yeah.
I can't almost get to Walmart without my GPS up. All right.
No, this world would crumble if we did not have the internet. Me and my wife were talking about that because our Wi-Fi was kind of shitty one day, and we were like, she was like, "Can you imagine?" We were freaking. We couldn't watch TV. Again, we talking about screen time. I need my baby girl to watch something on TV so I can have some time to myself. It was just everything shut down, because I have smart lights and everything was just fucked up.
Well, peep this statistic. So around 67% of American teens use TikTok, and 16% of all teens use it consistently, per a Pew research study released last August.
Yeah.
So
was it 67?
67% of American teens use TikTok.
Of course. Yeah.
And all
my nieces and nephews are in that 67%.
Right.
That 33% are like
weirdos. Fam, but my concern, this is alarming to me because
they on Reddit.
It's not even just the consumption, but it's
Discord,
it's not even just the consumption of everything that they're consuming, but it's what they're not consuming, right? It's a distraction from their studies and from them getting getting their education and
we have distractions from our studies too.
But know what?
Our generation birthed the social media was brand new with us.
I know
we OG.
I'm aging myself by saying that, right? Because the new wave would say, well, they're getting educated through this social media program. They're smarter than ever, right? And although I do hear that, right? I feel like it's also causing them to make some pretty silly decisions. But even then, that's a percentage in statistics associated with that.
What do you mean by being educated by the social media?
Well, because I don't support that theory, but they're saying that they're learning what they would learn in trade school or in normal education through TikTok. They're learning how to be actual professional chefs.
I have to agree.
And things of that nature, right?
I didn't go to design school for a day. I make a living,
right,
designing and doing art direction.
Yeah, but was it? Could you attribute social media to that?
I watched YouTube like a motherfucker. Yeah, okay. And then tried and learned and figured it out.
There you go.
Hell yeah, I didn't go to school for this. You know that.
All right. See, and that's I can't argue against that, right? Yeah. But
I learned business. I didn't get an MBA.
But from my standpoint, yeah, I know.
YouTube University, baby.
Look, right. And I'll be honest, right? With that MBA, like I retained maybe like 35% of that information.
That's good. Because most people like 15.
Yeah. If I could go back, I would for sure do it in person because virtual learning was really difficult for me.
I'm tactile. I got to be face to face.
Exactly.
I just would have went.
But boy, when you see them deadlines, that's when the pressure gets on you.
Can we? And wrapping up this conspiracy theory discussion.
Yeah.
I do want to say that just to complete my thought, working in the world of advertising, you see how granular you can get with like statistics and like data points about people, right?
Right.
It's completely logical that this being an app that originates from somewhere else, that they can be using the data that we know that they're getting because it's written in the damn terms of use or whatever it's called, that we're giving you permission to track all this, track all that, track all this, track all that. Yeah, just by the sheer information we know that Facebook's getting or Instagram or your banking app, if they're getting just that, then that could be very useful to some motherfuckers in China.
I agree, but it's A, things that you give up willingly.
Anyway, yeah.
And then B, it's things that you want in return by giving up that information. It's worth giving that up. Yeah. Exactly. Like you using GPS to get to where I need to know where you're at.
But why does my banking app need access to my microphone?
Well, it doesn't. Well, some people want ease of access. Some of it is, I just want to talk to my phone and I want it to work.
Well, yeah, true. I guess.
And for
but I didn't know Bank of America do that. I can just tell her, hey, Susan, can you just go ahead and...
Well, your phone itself does, and the app is on your phone.
Well, I guess. So it's just like a mandatory thing. But yeah, I'm not going to go full on Alex Jones, but I do think that there could be something to that. I would probably... Yeah, I wouldn't be against them banning that, but
it's just give and take.
I need to get off that money anyway. It's dangerous. I've gotten that stupid ass. You need to take a break and go relax. Take a minute and get off of TikTok.
Yeah, go fishing or something.
It's a black chick.
Yeah. Oh, fishing, man. That sounds like a great activity.
Stop playing because we can go. Nigga. Yeah, I go in a minute.
All right, let's get into the highlight topic since we didn't have the opportunity last episode to do it. But even though that turned out. We turned a news topic into the highlight topic, so that was really good. Very great episode, by the way. Got a lot of feedback. You saw some of the comments too from our listeners.
Yeah, they said I was looking real handsome and everything, so I appreciate y'all telling me that.
Yeah, okay.
Hell no!
That's exactly what happened.
All right, so I'm gonna enter and segue us into the highlight topic with just kind of giving you all some insight on what I did this past weekend. And it was it's just a realization, like we're in this time of year now when we enter the month of March, that's when we're entering birthday seasons, fam.
Really?
And oh yeah, it's so many fucking people's birthdays in March, April, June, and July. Like those are the 4 prime months where it's just a shit ton of spring and summer, right? Mm-hmm. And with birthdays come birthday dinners, come birthday hangouts and kickbacks, and like we going to the club and whatnot. But I want to highlight the first event that I mentioned, birthday dinners. So attended 2 birthday dinners just this weekend alone, right? And I've gotten like I'm at this.
You just told whoever birthday dinner these is.
I didn't say who it was, but
if you're listening,
I'm going to use them as example because it's the same shit no matter where you go. It's kind of like when you go to a wedding, you already know like the song said, you already know like the chronological order of everything that's going to happen and whatnot. The ceremony, then the fucking cocktail hour, then you get into the entrances and whatnot, right? So with dinners, like. You know, you get there, you say hey to everybody, whatever, and that's if you get there on time. Shoot, you might not even say. We went to a black establishment, one of the dinners, and fam, we showed up 45 minutes after the time that we were supposed to be there. And tell me why they still didn't sit us down, fam. And then they made us pay a portion. Each person had to pay $50 before. I mean, like for each per person. In order to secure the reservation. That's how you know it's a black establishment. Because they like, we gonna get our money no matter what. Yeah, and then we were like, all right, well, if I'm paying $50 to lock in the reservation, then what is that money going towards? Am I gonna get that back? Whatever, is it a deposit that I'm going to get back? And they're like, no, it's going to go towards your dinner. But what if I don't order $50 worth of food? Mm-hmm. Well, then,
that's what happened.
Fam, that's exactly what they told us. And so, and then of course, like, you know, our people tell us the day before. And I understand why they told us the day before, because if they would have told us like a week before, then we would have been like, yeah.
We ain't going.
Yeah, we're like, yeah, no, I'll see you after the dinner, right? But anyways, I was looking forward to it because like it was a restaurant that we've been to before. Actually,
people gonna spend $50. You gonna spend $50?
What restaurant you go to?
That's per person. Never mind.
This restaurant was called Taste. So we've been there before.
Oh yeah.
You know, and when we went, we didn't necessarily. I think we tried the food, but it was like a food truck associated with the bar at the time, and they've expanded and bloomed the restaurant. The restaurant has bloomed beautifully over the years. But anyways, fast forward, and furthermore, this is the funny part. And I hate to associate this with a black-owned restaurant, but this is always the case. Every time I go to a black-owned restaurant, they run out of ingredients.
Oh, well, yeah.
Several ingredients.
Oh, we don't got more of that.
It was just basic cocktails. I'm like, hey, can y'all make this?
Oh, yeah. No.
Actually, we can't because we don't have lime. Yeah, we can't make you a margarita because we don't have lime. Or we don't have any more lime juice. How do you not like
that? Happened at camp.
Fam. No more lime juice, no more pineapple juice or whatever. We had to change our menu items, our dinner options 3 times. Fam, we went from ordering like, you know, the wings to the chicken sandwich. They were like, actually the sandwich isn't even out yet. Why do you have it on the menu?
They can't run out of chicken. You can't run out of chicken.
So
I've been at
exactly, bro.
I've been to.
They didn't have no buns.
That was out of.
And I'm not even joking, listeners. I know it sounds like I'm exaggerating. I wish I was, but I'm not. Like everything that I'm saying is absolutely true. Like they made us put on a $50 deposit per person in order to lock in a reservation. We sat at the table almost an hour after the reservation time, and there was over 80% of the party there. You know what I mean? Like they were waiting on us. If they would have been sitting down, then we would have been the last one people at the like sitting down.
That's true. I've been there.
And then fast forward, like they.
Food's delicious though.
Yeah. So that is my big up for them for sure.
Yeah, we got to give them some love.
Oh yeah. This is where the love starts coming in, kind of, right? Fam, these were the best jerk lamb chops I've ever
lamb chops
had.
Are fire there.
Oh my god, bro! It was so tender, nicely seasoned, crispy on the edges, and then the meat on the inside. Whatever pause was just, it was nice and juicy, succulent, and it blended well with the mac and cheese, bro.
I about to say they got a good
mac and cheese with it, fam. That's how you do it, right? Fuck Turkey Hut, turkey leg hut. Fuck Turkey Leg Hut. Like I know, like, huh?
Mad love to all black-owned establishments in the city. For me personally,
fuck them. I never was the turkey leg person at the theme parks. I never was that.
That's the place I think you're thinking about. That when I started going there, it was not what it is. But shouts to them for building the business that they have. Now, of course, I mean, I've been a lot of these places in this days where I've waited outside for well over an hour, closer to 2.
Yeah,
and it doesn't make any sense. We had a reservation.
Oh, you had a reservation? Yeah. See, silly. We got to do better. We got to do better. But I know that black people are not used to owning businesses and whatever, and we're getting it. We're figuring it out, right? We're like in the 1850s when it comes to running business right now. So we're gonna catch up eventually.
Bro, that's racist.
Yeah. Like, you can call it what you want. I'm gonna say it. I'm missing somebody.
I don't think we're in the 1850s, my guy.
We're getting there. Is what I'm saying. We're getting there. Is what
I'm
saying.
We're regressing.
What? Huh?
Are you saying we're regressing? Like we're getting worse? We're backsliding to the 1850s?
No. I'm saying that we're starting at the 1850s and we're gonna catch up. No, it's okay. We're gonna like time hop. We're gonna time skip, or we're gonna jump into the
Kanye saying that slavery was a choice.
Yeah. No. Okay.
Yeah. We in the 1850s with business acumen. That's insane.
That nigga's tripping.
Some of the best business people are like literally. Think about this. There's all these strings of movies of the most famous and amazing business people in the form of criminal enterprise, like BMF. Like
it ain't just criminal. They got a bunch of movies about just the laws put in place systematically to stop business from happening for black people at the same time.
Okay, but peep this. All right, what do you think happened at the end of the night?
End of the night? Where? What are you talking about?
All right, so if I've been talking this whole time about black own restaurant stereotypes, right?
When you
reservations and stuff, whatever, and then them running out of ingredients or whatever. We had to put down a deposit or whatever. We sat late.
You have to pay the fee.
Things of that nature. And food was banging, of course.
Yeah.
Whatever. Customer service was subpar. Like it could have been better.
It was pretty good, but yeah, I mean, it wasn't fire.
It was taking a long time for the food to come out, but the food was banging, so couldn't even complain about that.
Worth it.
However, when that bill came out, fam.
Oh wait, what happened?
Well, okay. What are some traditional? Let me ask you all. Let me ask the panel and our listeners.
Okay.
When that bill comes out, what are 2 things that you know are bound to happen?
Are they telling you cannot split the bill?
Bingo. It was fucking 12 people, fam.
They said we cannot split the bill.
One fucking bill. They told us beforehand that we were going to be able to separate the checks over the phone, and the bill comes out.
You all get 50 apiece, so they already got the bread.
Yeah, exactly. And they were like, hey, and I don't even know how they did. I know how they did it. So they basically totaled up all like everybody's $50 or whatever, and then they subtracted that from the bill. So I was actually thoroughly surprised because I thought they were going to fuck that up.
Yeah.
Right? Because they always do. It's like when you get a lounge or a section. At a club or whatever, and they always they fuck up the price and they jack up the price, and then they tip everybody that served you or even looked in your direction, and that's considered a tip.
He's salty, bro.
But clearly I have a grudge between like against sections and clubs and all that shit, right? But they put that's one. They put everything on one bill and they leave you with it. And then what's the second thing that is bound to happen that just has you have the utmost anxiety attack ever?
You get overcharged or people underpay.
Fam, bingo, right there.
Oh,
which one?
You on the money?
They underpay. They underpay. People fucking up their
you
know what you ordered.
Yeah.
You knew what you ordered. It's literally right there, printed on the receipt.
They didn't put no.
I didn't have 3 mimosas, girl. You had 6 actually. Right? We talking about you? I don't remember doing that. Right? And then there's 3 mac and cheese come out. Well, I didn't have the mac and cheese with lobster. Whatever. Come on, fam.
I sent that back.
What do you thought them red dots and that red meat in your mac and cheese was? It wasn't bell pepper, sweetie. Come on,
you tasted it,
fam. So when the bill comes around to us, of course there are items on there. I see people that mark their names. You're right, yeah, exactly. And I'm like, I know that this was associated with your name, but your name is not next to it. And we were one of the last people to sign the bill. Oh, so fam, and I'm just like, bruh,
that's on you, fam.
Exactly, bruh, exactly, fam.
That's on you. You never be last or even close to it, bro.
Well, because how the bill came out, they gave it to the opposite end of the table, and I'm like, we ordered first. We ordered first, and you want to come on, fam.
I'm gonna say I was
fam, but peep this. It's because they kept having to come back to us about the ingredients. They were like, all right, let's not go back over there because I know they're probably upset. So let me take this bill to the end, the other end.
A lot of this is sounding more and more like y'all, bro.
Bruh.
A lot of this is falling on your lap right now.
Fam. So now, luckily, we didn't get fucked over. At this particular occasion, everybody was responsible. Everybody that was at the function, luckily, it wasn't more than 12 people. But everybody had the bread and was thorough. But so I definitely threw in a couple of dramatization scenarios. But this stuff really has happened in the past.
I was gonna say that has happened.
Absolutely,
Serrano days that used to happen all the time. So what do you do when it happens? You're last.
When I'm last and you see,
it depends who you with.
It's a good
friends or family.
Maybe let's say close to 100. Let's say $70 worth of shit.
And then them people have already gone, like they're up and left.
Bro, you the last one at the table. Everybody signed to get you hugs and kisses.
Oh my!
They may be in the front still congregating, but they damn sure ain't standing by the table.
And I'm not gonna show a scene. I'm not gonna make a scene. Right? I'm gonna go ahead and pay the bill, right but I'm gonna take a picture of it, and then I'm going to tell everybody. I'm gonna message them or whoever number that I do have, and I'm going to stalk you until that matter is resolved. And if I don't resolve it, then that relationship is done. Damn. I'm never fucking going out with you again.
Okay, going out.
Square biz. Huh?
So them
I'm never
relationship as in partying with them.
Yes,
going out
exactly. It's severed. I have no
I thought you mean I ain't
I've done that
again in life.
I've done that with several people. They know who they are. I know they listen to the pod too. So y'all know exactly who y'all fucking are. But I don't associate with you anymore in social atmospheres and aspects because I know that you don't carry your end of the deal. And I can only imagine how you are as a coworker. I can only imagine how like irresponsible you are when it comes to work.
Talking to somebody
professionally.
we let him do his thing.
Yeah, you already know what's up. You
Who you talking to, yo?
I ain't trying to get in trouble.
Dog head,
I'm so sick of it, man.
You got somebody in mind.
Yo, what's up now, partner?
I'm sick of it, you know.
Let's get it
Hey, we can go to war, man. I ain't fucking playing with
All right,
y'all.
Russia. Okay,
All right.
cool your jets, bro. Cool your jets.
All right. So, what do y'all do in that situation? Let me flip the question back on y'all.
Shit, I've been there.
Damn.
And I've lived in both. I've lived on both sides of the fence. I paid the bill, just because. To be honest with you, the people who didn't pay the bill, I knew probably really couldn't pay that motherfucker, and they didn't know what. They probably embarrassed, and so they was like kind of just tiptoed out.
If it ever happened to me, it wasn't never hefty enough that I would be like, or that I would notice.
Yeah,
if it's $8, $6.
No, I'm talking about like
if it's
60.
Yeah, if it's 60, I'm gonna be like, oh, all right. If it's my peoples, if it's my moms and stuff.
Yeah, and this was like somebody I knew, and they texted me like one time.
I paid.
This was Esperanto, so you know who you are.
Have y'all ever been the person where y'all dipped out on people
Never.
and left them and stiffed them with the bill?
Never.
Okay, you sure?
I've down and dashed twice though.
Huh?
I down and dashed twice though.
You done and dashed? Everybody's done that.
But that's not leaving nobody with the bill.
Yeah, that's
right,
true.
exactly.
The
Yeah.
restaurant with the bill.
Yeah,
the waitress gotta pay. No, it come out the
It depends. No,
Fam.
because I've been a server before. Sometimes
Okay.
their asshole manager's like, "It's coming out your bill. It's coming out your paycheck." But
We had this crazy dine and dash experience or whatever. We was in an Irish bar.
Compton meals.
Irish bar. So you already know that they don't fuck with us in there. We was the only niggas up in there.
not Irish and black people.
And it was on a
Rich
weekday.
history.
It was on a fucking Tuesday, bro. I feel like it was like Irish. I feel like it was on St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, damn.
Whatever, fam. We were
super
celebrating Domino. Yeah, he had just it was I think it was either his birthday
He
or
Diamond Dash a couple times.
yeah,
a couple of times.
and it was like 6 of us. And was Courtney there? No, it was me, Cam. Look, I'm criminalizing all of them, right?
Damn, name dropping like.
Well, it was 5 of us, right? And we were there for a birthday, and then we we was eating like kings, bro, and ordering shots and stuff left and right, or they was ordering beers left and right, and Domino had this king redfish.
Damn, hold
like
on, the statute of limitations.
Damn, and we and the night was getting later and later, getting closer to the closing. So it was more and more people walking out, and then we was essentially like almost like it was like 3 tables left, including us, and then we're right there at the front door, and G's like, "Hey, so y'all know we're not paying for this food, right?"
Hell no!
Damn. And so my heart dropped. At that time, I was still goody two shoes, and I was like, "Oh my god, oh no." And then they was like, JT, shut up. Nope, you're not doing this. You in this. And I'm like, oh my god. So we come up with this plan and how we're coordinating and figuring out how we're gonna.
Big table.
Bro, this was a heist. This was fam. So we coordinated a plan or whatever. How we even come up with the order of how we're gonna leave. Bruh, it's so they're not gonna.
All this man.
I don't even think they're in business or whatever. But
they are.
I haven't disclosed
the
like the city or anything. But anyways, and so we come up with the plan on how we're gonna escape, how we're gonna evade, right? And then
escape and evade.
And our waiter, he looks like he has been running track for a while. So we come up with a plan, and then
resisted.
Who was the last one out?
Tony's on lookout, and he's looking. He's facing the bar, where the waiters are looking at us, just watching us like hawks, and everybody else is is positioned to not look.
Is there a getaway driver involved?
Tony is the getaway driver.
Okay.
So so actually, let me give y'all an actual visual of where we at.
Gassing this guy?
Fam. So where you're sitting right now, the table is literally set up just like this, horizontal format. You're Greg. Okay. Tony's right here in front, where the camera is at.
You know we're not paying for this, right?
Joseph, I am where you are.
Am I the driver?
Cam is right here next to me, and then Domino is right here on the other end. So,
everybody incriminated.
Right. And so we come up with how the order, right? So Domino is for sure last. Greg is first. And so
everybody can say names and now we can just say G.
About to get a bill
so we come up with the plan, and Tony's the one to give us the cue. And then so Greg is like, "Hey, give us the cue, bro." And I'm like, and then so Tony's looking, and then fam, the way that he's looking, listeners, or watchers, if y'all looking at me right now, Like he got his eyes up. All right, let's go. And then G gets up, Tony gets up, I get up, Cam gets up, Domino gets up, and we all fall in line.
The bartenders follow him.
Synchronized.
Well, actually, before we all got up, the dude came over and he was like, "Hey, so y'all paying a card or cash?" We're like, "Oh, we're paying card." Okay, all right, cool. Let me go get the bill right quick. As soon as he left, or whatever, at the moment that he turned, that's when Tony said, "All right, let's go." Green light, and we all walk out. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tony gets in the car, starts the car or whatever, and then Greg is literally about to open the door and get in the car. Guess what happens? Oh my God, I forgot my phone. Domino. Fam. Oh, shit. Domino goes back inside. We and the rest of the 4 of us get in the car and we sitting there and it's like literally like the longest 10 seconds of our life. And we're just sitting there.
Hey.
No, the door's closed, whatever. We don't hear anything. And we're just sitting there in the car. All you hear is the fucking engine. And then Domino comes out. And then Greg's like, "Oh my God, fuck, man, I fucked this up. I'm sorry, guys, I'm sorry." Then Domino walks out, literally fucking Captain Jack Sparrow style, with his leftovers in one hand and fucking Greg's phone in the other hand. And guess who was running behind him? This shit is a scene from the Sandlot, nigga. It is the waiter. That's fucking
of course, that's what I'm saying.
Booking it, bro. Tony, sorry, I'm like, "Tony, fucking rev the car," whips the car back and whatever, now we're freaking reversing. I kick the door open. Okay. Domino, get in. He fucking dives in. And then I'm trying to close the door, but the fucking waiter is hoofing and he is in the car now.
Okay,
halfway in the car. And so I was like, "Cam, duck." And then I fucking kicked the waiter in the face to muff him out. This is real. I'm telling you, bro.
Everything past the phone being missing.
Damn.
All
the adrenaline rush.
I kick him out the car and then I close the door or whatever. Domino is like freaking head first in the on the floor, whatever. It's like 3 of us in the back in this little bitty ass Hyundai, and then he gets out the car, rolls over, and then jumps on the tail of the car, bro. And then we freaking yes, and it's literally left and right. The car is screeching left and right.
JT.
And then Tony,
JT.
What?
Story time is over, bro.
Fam.
Story time
whips the car over.
Bro.
Waiter falls off, rolls off into the bushes, and then we escape. Fam. That's exactly how that shit went.
In the helicopter. We lost them too. We hit into the...
That's exactly how it went. Anyways, that was a story time.
Good, yeah, cool story, fam.
When it comes to paying for dinner...
I'll do a story time.
When you... Okay, so say if you're on... like, at dinner on a date.
Okay, it's a little different.
Right. I did that once or twice.
And the bill comes out. Oh, well, let me set this up for you all. If you get asked to lunch or to dinner,
to a date,
right?
This romantic.
Are
date?
you the
It's
yes?
Professional.
It can be you like talking to somebody towards exclusivity.
So you're courting a person.
Kind of. Yeah. Just say you're dating.
You finessing. Okay.
If they ask you, if a woman asks you out on a lunch date or a dinner date, are you when the bill comes, are you the one that's paying?
No. I mean, when I go on dates, I usually pay though. I mean, I'm saying
you usually pay, but if you get asked to lunch and dinner, are you paying?
I think that's a given. All dudes are going to pay.
You still going to pay?
I think this is a setup.
That's some
question.
new age shit.
So it's not a setup question. Like, be real.
No, that's some new age shit about like. I mean, expectation as long as I've ever known from where I'm from, and I'm a Southern guy.
So then let me ask you this:
just like holding the door. That's not. Does a woman hold the door for you? If she get there first? No, she waits for me to hold the door first.
Do you believe that guys should pay though?
Again, I'm kind of old school when it comes to this.
I believe so early on if it's the first, second date or so. It's different if you've been dating somebody 4-5 months and y'all getting close to exclusive and stuff. She can take you out and stuff and treat you,
I think that's good.
Out and stuff. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be.
I think a woman should do that every now and again.
But if it's that first date, second date and stuff.
First couple days, I'm paying for you.
You still trying to get them draws or something, bro. You got to pay for that.
All right, so if that's the case, so say if you already have it set up in your mind that you're going to... If you have it set up in your mind, like same scenario, right? Mm-hmm. She asked you out on a date, and then, she is kind of like under the impression, like, I don't know if I'm going to have to pay or not since I'm the one that asked him. But y'all go through the dinner and go through the motions, right? And then the bill is about to be on the way out. You see the waiter coming, the waiter you're positioned at the table. You see the waiter coming with the bill, and then she knows that it's coming too, and then she gets on her phone. you already have it made up that in your mind that you're gonna pay, but she gets on her phone, basically trying to, give the signal like
the phone ain't gonna be the deterrent for me. It's gonna be how the night going. If the night's been cool and stuff and everything is copacetic, look, here you go, I pay for it. I invite you out. But if it's like we eating dinner and before the first drink come out and you got your phone up already, taking doing your thing. I'm still trying to talk to you and trying to get to know each other and stuff. And
that's a turn off for me. I'm sorry. I don't care who it is.
After that, then it's like, hey, yo, this is Dutch, right?
That's a turn off for me. You said what?
It's Dutch after that. Like, if you
Dutch.
What you mean?
You dolo.
You paying for your stuff.
Yeah, we
I'm
paying for
mine.
We're going Dutch. We pay for everybody paying for themselves.
Yeah.
Okay. I've been on dates before, even with my wife. I mean, we weren't married then, but like when we were dating, and we go Dutch. We was college kids. Like sometimes, boo. The way my bank account set up, I can give me for sure. But that's why I say too, like if somebody invites you out, I do have like boundaries though. Like if you invite me, if I'm in, let's say, here where I am now, you invite me to go out to the most expensive steakhouse in town.
Yeah.
And I ain't say that that's somewhere I really, what I mean? I have limits. You go in there and order 2 bottles of the finest champagne. You order the most expensive thing on the menu. It got gold flakes sprinkled on top, 24 karat gold green beans. I don't know that I'm going to pay for your whole meal. I mean, I'm not going to pay for your whole meal. It's not, I don't know.
You got to. Even if it's early on, you brought her there.
Not. You actually went. You saying you actually went
somewhere where you can't afford.
That's true.
Like you showed up.
But no, I guess I'm thinking as if when he said if she invited you out, I'm thinking I've been in situations too. It's like, hey, let's meet up somewhere. And the day of, she's like, hey, I'm over here. Come meet me over here. And you show up to a spot, and you're like, what the fuck? And you there already.
What's not affording to y'all?
No, that ain't happen. If a woman wants to go somewhere nice, she gonna dress up.
So what do you mean?
She gonna be cute and stuff.
Yeah,
you ain't getting no.
What if you don't know?
$100 steak and no.
What if you don't know? You go there.
No leggings. $100 That's all I'm saying.
Listen,
not with me, no way. Ooh, no.
Last question before we wrap this up. I've always been curious when people say, "Hey, don't go to places where you can't. You can't afford it." Right? For y'all specifically, like when you say that, does that mean that you have the money and you can pay for it, but you're just gonna have to kind of take a backseat on a couple of other events like in the future, or like you literally don't have money in your account to pay for the things to get through the night?
Both. Yeah. Where like if you
it's the first for me.
It's number one and it's number two. Number two has been in points of times in my life, and sometimes now when I say I don't have it, it's not I don't have it. If I pay it, I'm a oh no, I don't have money for my mortgage or my bills. But like, if you do that, you are putting yourself in a hole in some way that's not advantageous to you. When I speak and say that I can't doing so much more with this bread.
When I speak and say that I can't afford something, I'm more so speaking about like time and like my plans for everything else. It's not necessarily like my financial binds. Like it's not financially and monetarily binding to me. It's more so like I can't afford to spend money on this because I have money allocated for other things, and I just thoroughly don't even have any business to be in that position in the first place.
You can land these positions by accident too.
Ooh. Oh, like how we started this whole conversation about like being stiff with the bill.
You can go places and not know that this is what's going to happen, and then it happens. I've gone places that were I've known about but didn't know they were what they were until I got there. And then when I got there, I mean, it's similar like what you said, but okay, what if somebody shows up? Well, I've heard this situation too posed before. Like, do you trip if this is some new age shit too? Because my answer, I'll be honest, before I even ask the question, fuck no, like there's no way. But like, new age shit is different. With like dating apps and such, this exact same situation happened. A girl invites you out, but she invites you out with you not knowing that one of her friends is either already there or going to be coming because this is your first time meeting. You met on a dating app and she just wants to be safe. She's going to leave once she kind of peeps, but I just didn't want to be here with some guy I just met. I've heard that's a thing before. I've heard women do that. How do you fit? Do you pay for old girls? Well, this kind of goes back to like a thing too. Like if you're out with your lady and your lady has a lady that comes. One of Sam's homegirls, one of your ladies' friends come. Do you pay for their drinks?
I've never been in that situation. I've never been in that situation.
Really? And you've never gone out with your lady and her lady invite a girlfriend out?
No.
You don't pay for their.
I haven't. No.
Wow.
No.
Yeah, I do. I have and I
Right.
do. When Jen goes out, if she invites a Janae or if Jess is
it a
there,
respectable
it's not even
amount?
a question if
And that's
she's
another question, too.
paying for a drink or not.
Is it a respectable amount? Because again,
What about sister?
I'm in a situation. I mean, I think everybody.
What if she has
is
a
where
sister?
If it's a $20 drink, it's like, you know what? If it's a fun time and stuff,
Yeah.
here, go ahead. I got it that one time.
I got
but
you, yeah.
It ain't, look, I'm
not saying
you
all
got
night
like
long.
a $40 cap. Like, it's
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that. Like,
yeah.
I've been in
Okay,
situations
I
to
feel
where
that.
Yeah.
I've been in situations where me and my lady are out, and then she
that's that
invites,
prostitution cap. That $40.
like me and my lady will be out, and then she would invite her friends.
what I mean,
Yeah, no, but but I thought you were talking about like if I'm at dinner or at an establishment, and then she shows up, and then with her friend unannounced.
Oh, I mean,
yeah,
well, that too.
that's
I
never
guess
happened
that's-
to me.
yeah,
But
me neither.
if she's like, yeah, Margaret wants to pull up, can she?
Yeah.
she'll ask me for permission. I'm like,
yeah.
yeah, hell yeah.
Here's
Like,
the
let's tell her to
question.
come through, and then I'll pay for
You
her
will-
and stuff,
okay,
whatever.
well then,
You know
yeah,
what I
I do
mean?
too.
Yeah.
Here's the question. Let's say she shows up and you don't want to pay for the bill. Do you dip out
Then I
on
tell her in her ear, hey, I'm not
You dip
just
out
letting
on
you
her.
know,
Well, no,
like,
I
you
went
need
to
to
her
tell
before
her.
her homegirl showed up. Like, hey,
I'm
I'm
like,
not.
yeah, what if she there?
but
It's
I'm
too
not-
late.
I'm not
She
cool.
there.
Oh, damn.
She's sitting there with, she bought a drink. You hit.
That's
You gonna leave her
that's
with the
tough.
bill?
Well, because
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you don't pay for it, then you're not getting. So, what is your goal in this situation?
Exactly, you ain't
You
getting
trying to get old girl?
No, you're not.
Oh, well, then, yeah.
She just showed up.
But her, okay, not her. The one that was there before that you're there with. You trying to?
That's
How
your
bad you
girl.
trying to bag her?
That's
Oh, that's your
girl.
lady.
That's your lady.
But you don't want to pay for her friend.
Her friend just pop up and she like, hey, yeah, ooh.
Well,
Shit.
hey, if you want a
My
happy
lady
household,
Yeah, see.
My lady would pay for it.
that's something you can't afford.
I look at her like, look.
That's out of
So
my
what
budget.
are you willing
We
to?
might be talking our way.
Can you afford to not pay for her, or can you not afford to get in an argument or get no nookie that
Those are
night?
those variables right there. That, you know.
Is it
What's
worth
more
it?
important to you, like a peaceful household or
it
like your
depends.
income or your
If
wallet?
if she's on her period that week, look, I'm like, look, I don't know
Wow,
how this
that's
play out.
That was.
And on that
that's
note,
worth
we
the
will
risk.
wrap it up. All
That's
right,
worth the
all
bullshit.
right. Awesome episode, y'all.
Go ahead, I'm good.
Huh?
Look, I'm cool. I let my woman calm down during that time.
All right.
Give her a break.
Cool. What are we doing on time? Yeah, we're at an hour and 3 minutes. We can wrap it up. All right. I kind of wanted to end with the spin the wheel segment. We spun the wheel and we got to the plug with TJ Strayhorn, partner behind the scenes. Shout out to TJ. Yeah. All right. So he has a couple of updates. Brand new Don Toliver project has dropped. And then Black, spelled 6 Lack. He's an artist. He dropped a single as well, and is heading up to new music after being on a hiatus. I think that this is his last opportunity too before he just gets
I'm not gonna front.
caught in the wind.
This is Tizzle's foot. I mean, this is TJ's. For those listening, these are TJ's like new music. You know, what to listen to right now.
What to watch?
When
Mandalorian is back.
When you said these are TJ's updates, I'm like, I automatically thought life update. I was like, oh shit.
Nah, the plug. The plug segment. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen, our listeners. The plug segment. TJ is formerly known as the plug, and he gets that reputation because he is the plug for so many different things. If you want, season tickets, if you want to be a season ticket holder, he can hook you up with that. If you want to know like how to get into a spot, he knows how to do that. If you want to know the latest on music, fashion, or culture, he knows that. So, shout out to TJ Strayhorn with that, baby. But anyways, yeah.
With this gunshot, bro.
Mandalorian is back with his third season, and then something about Outer Banks on Netflix.
Oh yeah,
You ever heard of that?
I watch
What is that?
Yeah.
I don't watch it. I didn't finish. I don't watch it, but I know what it is. I have watched it
Yeah.
before.
I'm in the middle of Mayor of Kingstown and Your Honor.
Yeah,
Those shows are banging.
I'm watching Your Honor. I'm Last of Us.
Yeah.
I'm knee deep in Last of Us.
And then Power Ghost is Power Book Ghost.
I wouldn't watch
is
that. I
coming
watch
back with season 2.
I'm watching BMF.
Yeah. I'm waiting to watch BMF. I'm gonna wait till the season finishes and wraps up because I'm in the middle of those other 2 shows that I mentioned. But all right, cool. All right, I think that's all that we have for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Hey,
the Potnas Podcast.
Joseph, thank you for joining us on this episode, man. Appreciate you. Whatever great little debut that you got. Let's go ahead and get into our social media handles, starting with Dino.
Man, you can find me at the dictionary. That's THE_DIXONARY.
Oh yeah, Joseph, do you have an Instagram or social media?
I don't.
You don't have any?
Hey, shout out to the social media recluses.
Yeah,
Hermit Crabs. Do you want to get an Instagram?
It ain't really for me right now.
Okay.
I use social media, keep up with family and stuff.
You got a Facebook though, huh?
Yeah. Don't come find me. You know my name. Don't look for me.
All right. You can find me at I Know JT, and then follow the Potnas Podcast at POTNAS Podcast on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube for all of our latest content. Visit our website, www.potnaspodcast.com, to stream all of our previous episodes. Make sure you leave us a 5-star review and send in the topics that you want to hear us cover in the future episodes. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all we got. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. We out, baby.
Who give me an Instagram?
Oh, okay. Me too.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
All right, man.
I ain't no recluse no more. Coming out to
Peace.
We'll see y'all next week.
Deuces.